Today our topic is motivation, and under this topic we are going to discuss why people give up, what are the reasons, and then we will suggest some suggestions that how we can overcome those reasons and get ourselves motivated. There could be multiple reasons that why people give up, but here we are going to discuss some of the common reasons, and then we will suggest you that how we can overcome these obstacles or these reasons and start our life again, or our what we are doing instead of giving up. Uh, the first reason, or the reasons, one of the reasons that we give up is that we expect the fast results, and when we are not getting those desired results, we quit. So what is this? This kind of high expectation, can break our heart. So it is sad but true that most people like the idea of something happening to them, but they don't want to put in the time and effort required. So they want to get the desired result without putting enough time and effort, which is required to achieve those results. The idea is this, that nothing works the way you expect to do it. So it takes longer, maybe the matter of fact that nothing works the first few times. So you have to give the enough time and enough effort. So, and wait for the result. Be patient. Sometimes we are impatient. So when we are not getting results, so we quit. So this is one of the reason that we give up. But you have to give enough time and efforts before you are giving up. Then sometimes we stop believing in ourselves that we cannot do it, so lost the confidence. And that if you are looking for someone who is going make all your dreams come true, take a look into mirror, because no one is going to do for you, so you have to do yourself. So you have to believe in yourself. It is very important that you should have believe in that I can do it. So whether you think you can or you think you cannot, you are right. But resilience is very important. That is ability to face disaster with a smile and keep on fighting for what you want. So don't stop believing in yourself. So sometimes when you stop believing in you, you quit, you give up the things what you are doing. So it is very important that you should have believe in yourself. That is your confidence and your resilience. Resilience means that if you are failed one time, come back, bounce back, and start all over again. So it is very important that you will do that. Another reason that why we give up is we stuck in the past. So we don't move, just stuck in the past. And but past is a place for reference. We can get the lesson from that, but it is not the place that we residence. It is not that we stay there. So learn from our mistakes and move on. So what happened is happened, and more time you spend there, the more you will break your heart. So it is very important that you come out of that thing, and from your past, and try to face what is happening right now. So don't take your broken heart and keep you know you know talking about that, or thinking about that. So this is some, when you will stay in that gloom and that box of past, then you will be not moving forward. So it's very important that you leave that past, because that is, yeah, of course you remember that is point of reference, that this thing happened to you. But just uh, take your lesson, like I said, and move forward. Like staying in the past, same thing is that people are always occupied with the mistake they have did in the past, they did, and then they quit. So but as we know, we learn more from our failure than you ever do from success. So it is true, but it is equally important not to let said mistake affect your current performance. So just forget your mistakes, and of course, uh, don't do those mistakes again. So but and we all know that no one is perfect, and wishing for perfection is a waste of time and energy. So strive for progress, which means making a lot of mistake over and over again until you become better and stop making those mistakes again. So don't remember those mistakes and learn lesson from those mistakes, but don't stop or quit due to those mistakes you have done, because no one is perfect. Fear of the future is another reason that we give up or we don't move forward. So fear of future makes us stay where we are and don't do anything for future. So it create us anxiety in us, and since future is very uncertain, so we quit and we don't move forward. But the future does not exist yet. you know don't get afraid of future, because we are still in present. Tomorrow is but a promise at the best. You cannot control it, so let it go. Because if we will sit down and do nothing, that this will happen in the future, so you cannot move forward. So let it go. Live in the moment. You live in the present. Do the best you can do with what you have. So use your resources, use your energies presently. Don't get afraid of future. Future is there, we know, but you know, don't sit down due to the fear of future. So there's no reason to fear what has yet to present itself to you. So don't. There's no reason to fear that. So it has yet to present itself to you. It has to come to you yet. So when that will come, you can handle it. If you are presently, if you are doing good, and I will I'm sure that you will be able to handle the future as well. Another reason is that we have tendency to resist the change. So when there is a change, things are changing, and some of the changes we don't like, so we quit or we give up. So, but keep an open mind. Always embrace the uncertainty. And always have a room for new things. In fact, make it one of your principles, and understand deeply that one's ability to face uncertainty usually determines their level of success. So you have to be adjustable, you should be flexible, and you should be ready for change, because the change is the only true constant in your life. So you should be always ready for change. So change shouldn't be any new thing for you. So you should be ready for the change, and of course accept it with the open mind. And when you accept it open mind, you will be more successful. So but when you resist change, you will ultimately come to quitting that lifestyle or that job. So I will advise you that go with the flow or go with the change. uh, Sometimes we give up our power, and then we think we don't have any. So this is an assumption that we are hopeless, or we are helpless, or and we also find the excuses to quit or to give up. So but don't do that, because we are the master of our fate and the captain of our soul. So you are the only one who is responsible for how you feel, how you act, and how you react, and what happens to you. So and that is your power. So don't quit. Don't think that you are helpless, or you are like you don't have power. You have power. It is the only thing that you have to find that you have to exert that power, so you will move on and don't uh, quit. So so giving up the power is not the right thing. So when you are thinking that you don't have power, you quit. So always think that you are powerful, you are confident, and you have energy, and you have skills, and you have knowledge to do the things which are you are facing. So, like, you know, we are losing the power. At the same time, we are thinking that we have these kind of weaknesses. So people start thinking that they are weak and have weaknesses, so cannot do that particular thing, or then they quit. But no one is perfect, like we already, talk about that, except that you aren't either. So accept your faults, understand that you can progress and learn, and you can develop certain skills. Nothing is set in stone. So no one is ultimate. So you can change the things. You can overcome your weaknesses and overcome your weak points. So and make your weak point into strong point. So remember that previous part about change. So you have to change yourself. Well, the good news is nothing ever stay the same. Never will you. So if you work hard, if you want to learn that, if you want to overcome your mistakes, if first of all, if you know your mistake, overcome those mistakes. So don't quit. This is another feeling of that you are, that this word owes you something, and you are like above that word, but and being an entitled prick is one of the worst way to go about life. So no one is owing you anything. So so don't break your own heart by thinking that they do. So when what happened is kind of also expectations, that you expect that you are the above of everyone, and when your expectations are not fulfilling, because it is a fake, it is not right thing to think that you are above all. So treat yourself like a regular person, not an entitled one. So stay down to earth. I will tell you that I will advise you to stay down to earth. So you will be not disappointed. Otherwise, when you think you are entitled to something more than other people, then if any expectations are not fulfilled, you will be feel disappointed, heartbroken, and then you will quit. This is another fear that makes us to quit or to give up. So it is the fear of failure more than desire of success. So it is kind of our negative thinking that we will be fail instead of we will be succeed. So most of the time we quit due to fear of our failure that is in our mind. So of course failure is inevitable, but it is not the opposite of success, but it's a part of it. So failure is an integral part of learning. We stumble and we fall and over again until we learn how to do it. So if you keep going, keep moving, then sometimes there's a failure, but ultimately you will be succeeded. So winner keep on going. They do it and do it and do it, and they fail and fail and fail until they succeed, like I said. So don't keep in your mind the fear of failure. So look for positivity. So when you are positive, you will work more, and I hope that your result will be much better. Sometimes we cannot visualize what is possible, and we cannot see the opportunities there or possibilities. So when we don't have any vision or visualization of our goals and target, then we get frustrated and we quit, because we cannot see the target. When we cannot see the target, we cannot hit, and we get frustrated, and then we quit or we give up. So would you be able to hit a target you don't see, or cook a dish without knowing the recipes? So if you don't know the target, you cannot make a strategy, so to how to get that goal. So it is very important that we should have a clear goals and objectives to achieve them, and strategy to achieve those goals accordingly. So it is very important that we should have objective and goals, And when we don't have goals and we cannot visualize them, then we quit because we are blind, blindfolded, and we are we, so this is another reason. So make sure that you have a clear goal and practical goals, and achievable goals and measurable goals. you know this is another reason of giving up, that we always feel that we might lose something. So, this is the fear of losing something makes us, not uh, working or not doing anything. So, but we know that we are going to die, whether we want to or not. But, more we do, more we will lose. That more of, fear of losing something take us to the more to that situation that we end up with doing nothing. In fact, the more we hold on to something, the likelier is that you will lose it more. So when you are holding something very strongly, that the chances are that you might lose that. So like losses and the gains are part of life. Sometimes we lose, sometimes we gain, and ultimately, if we keep doing this, maybe if and we doing rightly, that the net result will be gain. So we should accept it that while we are moving or while we are doing something, then we might lose something. So sometime it happen, it is good that lose something. Maybe that is that is the one of the reasons of your failure. So it's better that let it go. Uh, yeah, sometimes when we overwork or overloaded, so we got maybe tired or burn out. So then we quit or we give up. So overwork makes us burn out and we quit. So we should try to work smart instead of working hard. So working smart is another terminology. To what that means is, to work smart means to maximize the value of work by selecting a few activities and applying in intense targeted efforts. So we have should be more focused on the things which we want to do that, and our you know we we don't waste our time and energy and resources on the things which are not adding value to our work or to our worth. So it's very important that we should work smartly. Yes, sometimes people think that they are unique and their issues are unique. So then by start thinking that their problem is unique and there is no solution, so they quit. But you know no problem is unique. We are like billions of people living here, so and lot of people are going through what uh, you are going through right now. So learn from them. You learn from people, by reading it, by observing them. Someone else has accomplished what you are dreaming about right now. So you see people how they have solved their issues and achieved their dreams or achieved their objectives. We should learn from them and let their feats achievement inspire us. So we should inspire from them. So basically think that there's no unique problem. I discuss sometime. I talk with the people, different, my students and my friends, when they sometime when they tell me this, their problem or their issues. It looks, most of the time it looks familiar. So it doesn't mean that don't think that your problem is unique. Every problem has solution. Some of us see failure as the red light, and we stop and we quit. So, but we see failure as a signal for quitting and turning back. But as we already discussed, failure is a sign that you try more and overcome your mistakes. Failure is a sign you should try harder, and that you get closer to your success, and try and fail, but don't fail to try. You keep trying, so don't never think that failure is a signal as a red light to stop and go back. It is means that you have to do more effort, do things differently, and then you become successful. Sometimes we cannot visualize what is possible, and we cannot see the opportunities there or possibilities. So when we don't have any vision or visualization of our goals and target, then we get frustrated and we quit because we cannot see the target. When we cannot see the target, we cannot hit, and we get frustrated, and then we quit or we give up. So would you be able to hit a target you don't see, or cook a dish without knowing the recipes? So if you don't know the target, you cannot make a strategy, so to how to get that goal. So it is very important that we should have a clear goals and objectives to achieve them, and strategy to achieve those goals accordingly. So it is very important that we should have objective and goals, and when we don't have goals and we cannot visualize them, then we quit because we are blind, blindfolded, and we are we, so this is another reason. So make sure that you have a clear goal, and practical goals, and achievable goals and measurable goals, you know like I said in the beginning, these are the few of the reasons that we quit or we give up. So, but and maybe you can relate to one or two, or maybe more of these reasons, or maybe you have a different set of reasons why should you give up on something, but you want to know the truth that you only need one reason to keep going. There are many reasons that you want to quit, but there you need only one reason to keep going. So when a million things can bring you down, find one reason to keep you up. So keep hope, and it is very important that you should have one reason or more than one reason to keep going, and stop quitting or stop giving up on your things. So it is very important that you have always hope, and I will tell you, if as long as you have some hope or some reason, you will be going to strive, and ultimately you will be succeed. So this was a brief lecture or brief presentation that how you can overcome your obstacles and issues and problems which are holding you back. So I hope it will help you in your life to overcome those reasons and keep going. So good luck to all of you in your future life.